What is up, people? I'm back. I'm here on my messy bed. Been doing trying to do a lot of work. We've got some Zelda beats going. You probably can't hear them because there's great noise cancellation on this thing. And I'm doing another front-facing camera view, but this time I didn't screw up, and I'm doing it in portrait mode. So hopefully I'm in frame because I have no idea. I can't see the screen. So today I wanted to do a quick little rundown of maybe I have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in my room, and I've always kind of thought, okay, of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, who are the top 10 thickest cards that I have? And by thick, I just mean like oozing some type of sexual aura. There is definitely there's sex appeal behind every single one of these cards. So I figured I would just go over my top 10 list that I've kind of just put together right off the bat. So I'll try and get this in focus. It's going to be a bit of a glare. Please bear with me. Hopefully this doesn't go on too long. I'll try and give some reasons for each of them as well. So number one is probably a pretty obvious choice. This is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. A classic card. This is actually from the pack, so this thing is worth some mad cheddar. The description, this legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible, very few, blah, 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 blah. Look, the thing that really catches my attention, and I'm pretty into dragons, but not usually in that way, is the fact that this is just the prototypical, like, these are the rules you follow to be a good-looking card. You're shiny, you got blue eyes, you're a white dragon, you're a light type. I mean, everything about this thing oozes confidence. And honestly, it's hard for me to resist such a card. So that's probably the obvious choice. That's my number 10 pick. Number 9 will be a guy named Big Shield Gardna. And he's a guy with a big shield. And maybe he's not the thickest. I mean, his shield is definitely the thickest. But it's interesting to wonder, what's he hiding? He's got such a big shield. There could be anything behind that thing. Maybe there's an absolute, like, explosion of thickness that I just can't comprehend right now. So he's on the list because, there's kind of like a mystery factor. So I'm taking a punt with him. If there's something great back there, I don't want to leave him off the list just in case. There's some new card that showcases all the thickness he could have hidden back there. So Big Shield Gardna is my number 9 choice. Moving forward, a nice little card called Hysteric Fairy. I've always been a bit of been a fan of fairies for a long time. I'm definitely super nerdy. I mean, I got my Legend of Zelda Tunic HYSTERIC right there, so definitely. Well, Navi is not the best fairy in Ocarina of Time. This one looks strict. This is some type of a dominatrix fairy, most likely. And I've always, kind of wondered what it would be like to be with a girl who has wings like that. Never had that experience before, and I feel like that would be an interesting first time. So, I'm tempted. She's a strong 4-star monster, so definitely a fan. So she takes number 8. Number 7. Number 7 is a classic choice. This is Buster Blader, and honestly, it's hard to tell exactly how thick or whatever type of creature he even is underneath that armor. But the point is that he can bust, okay? That is literally his name. He's a busting blader. Buster Blader, when I'm looking for a good experience, then I would say that busting is top of my list. So, much like you've heard in Ghostbusters, No, wait, no, that's not. How did I say it? How does this Ghostbusters song go? When I'm drunk and we're doing it on stream, I always remember the lyrics, but something about busting feeling good? I don't know. Buster Blader understands where I'm coming from, though, and so I highly recommend putting him on your team. Moving forward, we got the Mystical Elf. She just seems so serene. She's one of the first cards that came out in the classic anime. She's one of Yugi's best cards in the early games, and she just seems so graceful and serene. Maybe this kind of goes down my storyline of fairies and elves being, a little bit biased towards them, but she is just spectacular. So she is a delicate elf that lacks offense, but has a terrific defense, backed by mystical power. I just want the experience. So she's definitely on the list. I think that's number 5? Do I even have my list proper? Next up, the Black Lust Soldier. A warrior. You have to do some type of crazy cult ritual to summon this thing. But just look at the elegant curves that the Blackluster Soldier has. Even the sword is curvy. Every single thing about this card just screams sex appeal. Not only that, this is a first edition card from SYE. I don't remember what that pack is. Maybe that's even a structure box, which would be embarrassing. But